Welcome once again, family. Following the arrest of Prince Dubeko Sibanda in Bridge a few days ago, while people thought that Mnangagwa was done and over with the issue of arresting people since the SADC summit was over and done with, we saw an amazing thing that Mnangagwa was still on the hunt, still hunting down leaders of opposition, leaders, activists of democracy in the country, and all other dissenting voices. We continue to see ZANU-PF on an overdrive of still hunting down people, threatening people's lives, and families are being threatened if the people that they are looking for are not available. And this has been a very sad moment for Zimbabwe and a very sad moment for democracy in our country. So after the arrest of Prince Dubeko, quite a lot of people have been talking about these people demanding the freedom of these people that have been arrested illegally. We heard Chris Mutsvangwa coming out to declare that these people could now be set free because the SADC summit is over, confirming on his own that ZANU-PF is just arrested people that are not guilty, people that have not done or committed any crime in Zimbabwe can still be arrested and taken before the courts, and the courts refuse to grant bail unto them. This is the kind of banana republic that our country is turned into. And ironically, we see Songezo Tshabangu, the ZANU-PF puppet, coming to say, I can and I will free Prince Dubeko Sibanda. And, it's very ironic and very sad to hear this ZANU-PF puppet speaking like this, because I know that he just wants to, gaslight. He wants to gallivant over this, while he doesn't have any say in what happened. It is all about Mnangagwa and his cronies and goons. But what he knows is that he knows the truth that the people are going to be set free. So he wants to, pretend as if he will have a hand in what is going to be happening, so that maybe he can score some political goals. This is what we are seeing him doing. Songezo Tshabangu, writing on Twitter, says, as his leader, I don't know, maybe he knows what he's talking about, but he's saying, as his leader, I'll make sure he's free. Yes, we might have ideological differences, but the fact that his opposition is greater than anything. Whatever you'll say after my effort to release him, I won't mind. Very soon he'll be free, because it's his constitutional right to freedom. Just imagine. This guy is one of those people that are not going to be enjoying the new Zimbabwe. Because to begin with, I'm just looking at what he wrote there. The very first thing being, as he says, as his leader. How can you say as his leader and then you go on to say we have ideological differences? How can you lead some people that you have different ideologies with? How do you become one when this one is a different ideology and you have a different ideology? Can one political party have people that have two different ideologies? I don't know what he's trying to fail, or is failing to say here. And he says, I'm sure I'll make sure he's free. We might have ideological differences, but the fact that his opposition is greater than anything. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Some people will be just, confusing themselves, contradicting themselves in statements that they just say, because they are too excited. They are busy eating ZANU-PF money to the point that they are so excited they don't even know what they are saying, because it's all to them. It's all of a game. It's not about people's lives. It's not about the freedom of Zimbabwe. It's just a game that they are playing. People like Songezo Tshabangu. And he says he will be free because it's his constitutional right to freedom. So what are you talking about? Why was he arrested to begin with? For you to now come out and you want to start to talk about constitutional rights. Where were the constitutional rights to begin with when he was arrested, especially after committing no crime? And then you want to start to bring constitutionalism where it doesn't apply. This is the same kind of games that Mnangagwa also is playing, where he says, I'm a lawyer and a constitutionalist and blah, blah. And the very person who is saying all such words is the person who is busy arresting innocent people in Zimbabwe, denying people bail when bail is constitutional rights of people. So Tshabangu is just trying here, to score political goal points there by trying to say, because he knows that ZANU-PF, of course, because he's part of ZANU-PF anyway, he is ZANU-PF, and he hears from the circles of ZANU-PF that no, eventually they are going to be released. Now he wants to come in there so that he pretends to be having put some effort to what is going to be happening. It's just obvious. Mchangwa has already said it. It's obvious that they are going to release them. And anyway, whatever that they were afraid of is over. And why should they continue keeping these cadres of ours in the prisons? So this is what it is. We are just seeing somebody who is just trying to make himself a hero out of a situation that is very, very unfortunate, where we have members of opposition and, of course, people that are speaking for the rights of the Zimbabwean people being abused in a country that claims to be a democracy. And with SADC just watching and turning a blind eye towards what we are seeing happening. And this has been the issue that we've been talking about countless times, that Zimbabwean people, we are on our own. And this is just time for us to start to unite as Zimbabwean people and start to speak one language, fight one battle, and free ourselves from this kind of government. Because this government, the rogue government, the evil government of ZANU-PF, is being supported, by all these other, especially these liberation in courts, liberation parties that are around us in our region. They don't care what will happen to the Zimbabwean people as long as they support one another, because they believe that tomorrow is them who would also need support from ZANU-PF, because they are not ready to go also. They are prepared to hold on to power at any cost, even if it means the death of individuals. People would rather die, or the country would rather go to the dogs, as long as they are fighting to hold on to power, which is the situation that has just happened in our country. But as for people like Songezo, it's said that he is coming at a time where we are looking already towards the freedom of Zimbabwe. And these are people that are going to have a very tough time to live in a new great Zimbabwe, because what they have done and what they've demonstrated is that they hate Zimbabwean people to the point that they don't want to see the freedom of Zimbabwean people. As long as their bellies or their tummies are full of food and they have a good life and money in their pockets, they don't care about the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. But Zimbabweans shall be free. God is in it, and the God we serve is definitely going to free Zimbabwe. And once that happens, we will be watching to see what is going to become of some of these people that have deliberately sold the struggle to the highest bidder. They've sold their soul to the devil. But they are going to pay for what they've done. So Songezo Tshabangu may speak the way he wants. He may make a drama out of this. But we are telling you, Songezo Tshabangu, this is not drama. This is people's lives. And you don't play around with people's lives. You don't play around with the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. We have people that are dying on a daily basis. We have people that are sick on a daily basis. Families that are separated. Families that have marriages that have broken down because of what ZANU-PF has done. But to you, it's a game. But don't worry. Enjoy it while it lasts. But the freedom of the Zimbabwean people is coming, and justice shall be served in Zimbabwe. And this, we can assure you, is going to be happening sooner than later. So thank you so much, family, for joining me on the show. We will continue to be giving you updates of what is happening in the country. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Put your comments. We want to hear also what you think. A very saddening thing that we see happening to these surrogates of ZANU-PF. They speak like gods. They speak like, because their tummies are full and they don't have any problem. For now, it's true. They don't have any problem. But problems are coming where we are going. Life is not going to be just as easy as ABC. As they may be seeing things happening today, things are going to turn around. Tables will turn against them, and they will have to answer. They will pay for what they've done for against the Zimbabwean people. So this is what we are saying. Let's continue to be standing for freedom for Zimbabwe, fighting for freedom until our country shall be free. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. We'll be meeting in the upcoming shows. Remain blessed.